Nona will be reading this in the first person. Bowling alley at Camp Casey. The 7th Division's team residence while we were practicing for the 1 Corps match. Friends of mine who were on the team. A mama sign carrying a tremendous road is prohibited to trade unless you have Korean currency. A Korean valley, note the rice paddies. A view of the firing range we used for the 1 Corps matches. The targets. Our living area for the match. The firing line ready to fire, the method tables of the scores. Firing in the standing position, my target is 17. The pit men mark the target so we can see where we'd hit. A Korean burial plot, only the rich can afford a burial in this manner. A burial monument. Behind the target area in the pits, a detail of men operate the targets. The Imjin River. Another view of the Imjin River. The Imjin River using a yellow filter. Helicopter landing pad. The Commo Shack, orderly room, and mail room in A battery. A tank park. This is Ray. Seoul, Korea. Another street scene in Seoul, Korea. And another in Seoul. The Church of Christ sign in Seoul. A popular model wagon in Korea. Most of the cars are old. Government vehicles are predominant. This is the marketplace. This is the marketplace showing the people there. And some more in the marketplace. These are some dry goods. And this is the restaurant. Pretty unsanitary, but people are eating in this restaurant. A good picture of Ray. PFC Robert Smith with our bulletin board in the background. The headquarters building, I work in the one with the Jeeps in front. Private Kwok Sang Sung, our mimeograph operator. He runs off my special orders and letter orders and is learning English. A very good friend, Eugene Bird. Specialist 3rd class, Richard Burnham. He just left for the States. A Korean friend who works in the chapel. Burke and yours truly. My Korean friend. A mother with her baby sleeping on her back. They go everywhere with their young in this position. Specialist 3rd class, Ray Ballard. And another picture of Ray. Smoggy Tokyo. And Tokyo looks like with a red filter. One of the many open sewer canals in Tokyo. A street scene in Tokyo. A swimming pool. The Han River near Seoul. Roman Koenig, a radio school friend. Picture of Ray. Mount Fuji from the air. View of battalion headquarters from UPS Quonset. Early morning. A squad tent in the field. Seoul City Train Depot. The U.S. Army part of the train station where GIs embark and debark. This is Seoul. There's a little boy on crutches crossing the street. Japan and Mount Fuji as seen from my hotel window. The lake near the hotel and the beautiful trees of the Fuji Grand Hotel. Lake Yamanaka. I rode a bicycle all the way around it. Mount Fuji. Another picture of Mount Fuji. And another picture of Mount Fuji. Campsite on Lake Yamanaka. Japanese dwelling. Japanese construction is very sturdy. Building isn't leaning, it's me. A Japanese backyard, and you complain about yours. A freshly thatched roof, note the neatly clipped edges. And Mount Fuji. Lake Yamanaka and Mount Fuji. the Fuji New Grand Hotel, Tokyo Harbor, a schooner at dock, sea inlet, logs in the harbor awaiting the sawmill, harbor view, Asakusa Shopping Center, one of the most popular in Tokyo, stores in the shopping center. Some of the streets are covered. Another shot of the covered street. The temple, Buddhist temple. From inside the temple, looking toward the Asakusa Shopping Center. People throw money in the box inside the temple. Another picture inside the temple. A structure in commemoration of Tokyo's disastrous earthquake. A garden once owned by a Japanese millionaire, now publicly owned. The same garden with a restaurant across the lake. Women tending the garden. An above average looking Japanese family. Another view of the garden. Note the absence of chairs in the dining room. A concrete toadstool. Looking across the Imjin River and the DMZ into communist-held Korea. A Korean boy is resting before carrying his A-frame farther. A popular mode of transportation. The NCO Club, which is a popular style here, real modern. The recreation area and A Battery. The bridge between A Battery and Headquarters Battery. Headquarters Battery 15th AAA, now Service Battery 1st FA Battalion. Planning Rise. Where I work now, the second building from the left between the poles. A Battery 15th, now deserted. Some more rice planning. A good friend, Kwak Sang Sung. Another picture of Kwak Sang Sung. Rice paddy. Another shot of the rice paddy. This is the way the rice looks before thinning and afterwards. Plowing the rice field. Chojay Shul. And another friend. Private First Class Nolan. And Ray. Another friend. 31st Artillery Battery area toward the rec center. Como Shack at Headquarters Battery. Shakedown inspection. Mess hall. Kwak Sang Sung. My hair is getting longer. A sandbag emplacement. Shoe shining outside the fence. Mountain climbing above the unit. A friend. Killing time and off hours. Hike over the hills. The Imjin River. Guard duty. More hills. A nearby unit. Low-hanging haze. And our home. A hill scene. Communication antennas and hills. On top of Old Smoky stands Ray. Meanwhile, back at the unit, Kwak Sang Sung hiking with me. The boy is shining some more shoes. Baseball. Headquarters Battery. Inside our hut. Chandler. Kwak Sang Sung. Me. Loading up to rotate out. One truck to go, watching those remaining at PE. At 7th Division Replacement Depot. A recent downpour left a lot of water here. In transit. 7th Division Band playing us off. On train to Incheon. Incheon Replacement Depot. While waiting because of typhoon, took an excursion in Incheon Harbor. This is a dredge. A couple of indigenous craft. A landing craft. Approaching our destination, an island. Getting closer. And landed. Up the hill, looking back. At the lighthouse. Going back. Another picture of going back. On ship from Yokohama to San Francisco, approaching San Francisco. First view of land. Our ship, the General Sherman, a two-stacker. Another view. And the Golden Gate at last. Getting closer. And closer. Closer. Now, under and into the harbor. Alcatraz Island. In the distance, there's a better picture of Alcatraz. Our tug. Making connection. Coming into our wharf, the Oakland Bay Bridge. And coming into port.